Several years ago, you had the Ferguson unrest, or the Ferguson riots. There were three waves in it, or three major movements in this unrest. There's the shooting of Michael Brown. That is when the officer was indicted, and then at the anniversary of the shooting. There's one death recorded, like 16 injuries, 16 according to this, and 321 people were arrested. So this is what it comes down to. A unarmed black man was killed, and the black community responded with rage against what happened. And what happened, they did not give any concessions to the black community. None. So let's go now to another riot that's going on right now, the Gilets Jaunes, or the Yellow Vest movement. It has been going on for 4 months, almost 5 months now. And the primary motivation at the start was high fuel price due to taxes. And look at this. 15 deaths, 4,000 injuries, 8,700 people were arrested. So hold on a minute. 4,000 injuries, and in Ferguson you had 16 injuries. So hold on a minute. Here you have white folks, most of them from France, but it also spread to other European countries. They were protesting taxes, not an immediate threat on their lives. It wasn't as if Arabs were going around killing white people out of control and the government wasn't doing anything about it and decided, you know what? Our lives are in danger. We're gunned down, we are being raped, we're being set up, we're being framed, we're being imprisoned or incarcerated, often for nothing. You know what? Our French government doesn't want to stand up for us. We're going to deal with this government. That was not the case. It started with taxes and eventually it became a riot against Macron himself. And later, people began to say, well, it's the rights because they wanted the rights of minimum wage and all of that. No. Something is wrong here. Here, you have a lot of folks looting, robbing, attacking, doing kinds of weird stuff. They are venting their frustrations. That's what men are doing in this Yellow Vest movement. I'm not saying that during Ferguson, there were no people looting and no people venting frustrations. I'm not naive, okay? But here there was a purpose. There was a threat on the black community. And they responded to it by showing the world we're not taking this. Even a headquarters of the United Nations had to respond to this incident because it was getting out of control. Did the mass police shootings of blacks stop? No. Here, those rioters even received some concessions, and still they're not happy and they keep rioting. Yet, at this moment, there is almost no media coverage of the Yellow Vest movement. But when Ferguson was going on, this was not a mass riot every weekend, all the time. When this was going on, a lot of folks on the media, also some black sellouts, began to talk bad about the black folks from Ferguson. They used this as an excuse to look down on blacks again. But there's almost no media coverage now about the Yellow Vests because they say it's kind of a ritual now. What? So you mean to tell me that you have white folks looting, rioting, venting frustrations, endangering their communities, and you guys treat it as, okay, it's just something that happens? But when the black community is under threat and they respond to show they don't take it, they make you feel their rage. Oh, now it's evil, that's wrong, that shouldn't happen. Businesses were destroyed over here. Okay, I admit it happened. More businesses were destroyed over here. more because there are more injuries over here. So this costs the taxpayers far more than this one over here. Now some will say, Rashid, it's a different context. Hold on a minute. That's not what it's about. Just look at the bigger picture. When black folks stand up for themselves and they retaliate against the community that harms them, oh, it's wrong. When whites do it, well, it gets out of hand, but okay, we just have to find a way to deal with it. Okay, so when blacks are doing it, linked to an actual threat on their community, oh, it's wrong. Because businesses are destroyed. Then people focus more on capitalism and money than on human lives. So they don't even talk about the racial context that much of why this escalated. It's all about, no, you need to obey the law, you need to stop rioting and looting, you need to protect property. Who cares about property if your people aren't safe? Aren't blacks in America Americans too? Their safety matters also, right? So there's a threat on black men in the United States. Now you have black folks going on the streets showing you they don't take it anymore, and they show you there will be consequences if this continues. Oh, it's wrong. Whites do this not because there's an immediate threat on their lives, but because they don't want to pay extra money, and they end up rioting all over the place and spread to other countries. But okay, we just put it under the carpet. Look, this video is not about racism in itself. I'm just showing you how this world functions. It's the worship of the beast, who's Apollo, who's a white god. Therefore, everything that comes near the image of this white god is considered good, pure, safe, and everything that is more removed from this white god is perceived as a danger, as a threat, and is treated as such. White supremacy is a hoax that the pink rulers of this world keep on going because they depend on this hoax to have a grip on the world's population. Therefore, anytime blacks do something proactive for their community, people look at all the causality, they look at all the side effects saying it's wrong. When whites do it, oh, okay, we can understand the people were dissatisfied for so long. Oh, so with the yellow vest movements, you are empathic and you take into consideration that a lot of people were frustrated for a long period of time, due to high cost of living, but the black community that has been facing threats of violence and unsafety for decades and even longer, there you do have no empathy towards that? Am I saying that I agree with looting and all of that? No, but I'm saying just look at this. Two movements of resistance. One is a response towards or reaction towards danger on human lives. The other relates to high prices, and they're treated quite differently. Look, I'm just telling you with this video, this whole white supremacist thing will only stop when Christ returns. Till then, the pink rulers of the world will keep enforcing the worship of this white god, but they don't want the white population to be racist. The pink rulers only want to be the racists because they've witnessed, their predecessors witnessed in the end of the 19th and early 20th century how collective racism will escalate. So they don't want that. But nevertheless, in the institutions, they maintain white supremacy because that's the only hoax that keeps this world going. Once that hoax is debunked openly and the masses lose their trust or their faith in this hoax, you have no world system anymore. Well, that's it for now. Just keep agreeing with Christ and be at peace.